We're back today with more Thaumaturge. I was really enjoying it on Monday. I hope you guys were too. It's just really interesting and slightly spooky vibes, and yeah, but not too. Thanks for that. Not like I don't feel like the game is particularly spooky. Just the kind of vibe of the whole, like, he has demons that he is catching and using like Pokemon. But anyway, yeah, let's go in the game, shall we? It happens been forced to create commands when my more seasoned streamers mute themselves. Yeah. Oh yeah, we just had a little fight with some people. Welcome to enable the scare command. We can make it more jumpy for you. No, thank you. I'm not in this for the spooks. I'm in this for the story. It's really interesting to me. I really like how the game, quite like with this game, how after the fight you heal as well. Like, I've been shot like so many times and I'm just fine. I'm just wandering around. No issue. Right, let's remember. Oh, screw you. Remember what we were doing. Find a way to deal with the WAS. Something anti-thaumaturgy. Something. Society? Lipstick. A metal case with a carmine colour. Case fell out of a carriage window. Well, maybe she shouldn't have fixed their makeup while she was drunk. Passionate words have settled on the lid, pleading with her to go with him. Promises that she would become famous as a dancer in the new world and everyone would envy her. So, let me just try and remember what is happening. So, we are a thaumaturge. We have demons who, well, we started off with one who we weren't very well connected to. And we made a new friend called Rasputin, who appears to be able to hypnotize us into not looking sick all the time. Who is basically, he helps us reconnect with the demons, with our old demon, and then each time we're collecting a new one, we have to go see him, and he'll help us reconnect with the new one. Don't really know what he's getting out of it, other than he's interested in what's in the whole thaumaturgy thing. We will see. Like, he doesn't have creepy vibes at all. But yeah, our demons are these fellas here. Upir, Burgevach, and Lelek. So we've only just got Lelek, so it's still getting used to... Oh, here we go. This is better. Still getting used to how everything's working. And so, after that whole thing with seeing Rasputin, visiting them for the first time, him helping us with our problems, we got a message that our father had died. He is also a thaumaturge, or was. And it seems to be under suspicious circumstances. Because a building fell on him. Like, thaumaturges are meant to be perceptive. So we didn't get on very well with our father, so he didn't leave us anything other than his grimoire, which is, so you see this little book on the side. That's basically what they use to channel their power, I think. Kind of like wizards. But he left it to us, but it's actually missing. So we don't know what has happened with that. But I've got a little bit sidetracked by the fact that somebody was graffitiing and protesting on Father's tomb. So we are going to try and deal with them. Because also, for some reason, corpses are coming back to life. But, first off, WAS headquarters. Sounds like a normal Monday. Yep, perfectly normal Monday.
Fill out forms A1, B, and D12. Pay the entry fee.
Hey, he's a magician! Who's the head of this shithouse?
I am. Wojciech Gonish.
He didn't object to it being
chairman
called
of
a
the Warsaw
shithouse.
Anti-Thaumaturge Society. And you are either extremely insolent or stupid to come here, tempermancer.
Yeah, they also call us magicians or temperamancers for some reason. First, I'm calling you a tempermancer first.
My papa liked the word temperamencer. He was very hopeful it would catch on in Polish. I'd love to see his face right now.
Can you get to the point?
We've already met.
Well, if it isn't the troublemaker from the cemetery whom I have beat the shit out of once already, in the presence of the press to boot.
What are you doing here?
Start with a polite conversation. So there's also a thing that I've not learned the mechanics of yet. Everybody has a flaw. Mine is that I'm proud. Or Victor's is that he's proud. So each time I use it, it uses my flaw of pride's level, but it also feeds it. So I have the option because I'm proud, because I'm full of pride, but also it makes it more. But I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. But let's start with a polite conversation.
Let's talk like civilized people.
You can't talk to magicians. They're non-human like the vampires prowling the cemetery.
Oh yeah, and these guys think that they're
What do you
vampires
want?
that are coming out of the ground. As a result of your decisions, this path is closed. I expect an apology.
I demand an apology. My beloved papa's grave has been desecrated.
I won't apologize for anything. We combat black magic, which is a noble cause.
Either you apologize, or I'll smash your face in.
Valdush, let's go. There's no point.
And they're running away.
Did you come here to ruin me?
And now I'll take a look around. Don't try any tricks. I felt something. Where is it?
Conventions of the Masters of Thaumaturge. And an appendix. Basic dangers caused by thaumaturges and how to defend against them. Darkness engulfs our land gradually, first hiding in corners and alleys, to soon break out into the daylight. Strong and unhindered. Therefore, we are giving the readers this document, which will reveal to anyone the truth about what thaumaturgy is and what threat it poses to the human race. In the subsequent chapters, the following topics will be described in detail. Preface. What we know about thaumaturges, thaumaturge physiology, skull shape, and predisposition to black magic. Oh, it's one of these books. 1. Conventions of Thaumaturge's secret meetings. Appendix 1. On the power over minds, charms, hypnosis, and how to defend against them. 2. Victims of Thaumaturges, statistics. 3. Thaumaturge as a source of disease and pestilence in humans and animals. 4. Rituals and kidnapping of children. 5. Dealings with the serpent people. What? That's a little out of left field. Spells, incantations, and amulets against Thaumaturge. We encourage you to study this book carefully. A well-known enemy poses a far lesser threat. I don't know the name of the author, but their work may be quite popular with the WAS. Cover pages and printed letters have been penetrated by a sincere mockery and incredulity. Someone who browsed but recently didn't treat it seriously. So, these observation things, just so you're aware, are because we've got certain stats, we can read a bit further into things. We can feel like a trace of people in objects. So, like, there are 3 levels of trace: familiar, unknown, and known, or something. So we're familiar with this one. So we may have come across them before, but we don't know who it is yet. Usually it would tell us if we know who the person is. There's like an aura around various things. Nope. Salmon. Unfinished banner. I bet this one will be the prettiest of all. Reluctance stood in the way of finishing the work on time. Misconceptions about the task caused frustration. Okay. Let me get stuff first, and then I'll try talking to people. Anything here? No. Oh, and this little cloud of red dust is like Witcher vision or various other types of things where it just highlights very specific things for you. And you call it the perception. Letter from a Prussian official expressing gratitude for providing valuable information and mentioning the money Voldemir received for his help. Incriminating letter. He's exchanging letters with the underground who want to use the burgeoning WAS militia, the revolutionary cause, in exchange for a generous donation. Do I know someone who I could share this information with in order to cripple them? Probably. Thank you for your letter. We've read the report on the activities of the Warsaw Society and are impressed by the enthusiasm with which they are carried out. To answer your main question, unfortunately, despite our shared goals, we do not see the possibility of cooperation between us and the incorporation of the Warsaw Society into our structures as a local branch of the WAS. Our organisation would never go as far as to incite violence on this scale. We also believe that thaumaturgy can be cured. And this is the strategy we have adopted to fight back. I hope that the Warsaw Society will also someday mature to such conclusions. President of the World Anti-Thaumaturgy Society. Cured? Well, what would you do about all the demons that are haunting and affecting people if you don't have thaumaturges? I guess maybe they've not really explained, like, thaumaturges haven't really explained to people what they do. My Noble Way manuscript. The desire to make the world a better place and to care for the weak should be everyone's main goal in life. It's no different for me. From an early age, I felt I was destined for great things, although my mission would not be easy, and the road to my goal would lead through thorns and rocks. However, when I discovered the centuries' hidden truth about where all the suffering of humanity comes from, I could not remain indifferent. I decided to fight for the happiness of ordinary folk and once for all get rid of thaumaturges, also known as temperamancers. Thaumaturges, the dregs of society with minds twisted by black magic, take revenge on random people for ill-perceived harm. They manipulate, corrupt mind, and poison souls, and all this is done in order to take twisted pleasure from the misfortune of simple people and achieve their ever-present goal to assume total control over the world. Yep.
Maybe I will try later.
Oh, okay. We don't have enough word for that. And we can't because this dude is... We haven't got this dude yet. So whatever this dude is, we need him for that. Maybe I need to come back and do this later. Across Warsaw, you find benches where you can wait for another time of day. Certain events only take place at a certain time, so it's worth using them.
Let's wait.
I can talk to Ep8.
About dziedzictw in the underworld. Who would have thought? Right. About dziedzictw in the underworld.
Just wondering if there was more than one.
Right.
Actually, let's see what else we can do during the daytime. We have other quests. I want to do the side stuff. Let's do that. Sure you can find more people to beat up. I'm sure I could. That would be fun to play with. I think getting the demons would be a main quest. Oh, I don't know. I was getting the tram, not the carriage. What's this? Lost list of chores. Buy, workwear, sweatshirt, daily courier, lamp oil, tobacco. Take care of, take clothes, laundry, pick up a parcel, bring the inkwell. The third drawer from the top in the white cupboard. Interesting. Oh, there's something here. Watchman's report. Reporting on suspicious behaviour of two brothers living at number 2. The Sochalski brothers, Waklar and Roch, often return home long after the gates have been closed by jumping over the wall. They come back at different times, so before I can catch them in the act, they're already in their apartment and claim to have been asleep the whole time. Or Waklar smiles mockingly and looks at me with those red eyes of his. Okay. Secret fighting ring.
I haven't been here in a while. What do you want to tell me, friend?
Visions. When an area is enveloped in red fog, it's a sign that your peer wants to show you something. Go where the fog is thinner. Stay away from places where it gets thick. And remember that your peer doesn't like to be ignored. Go into the fog, the vision will disappear. Okay.
I'll be first. You'll see.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
Basically, stick with the vision. Oh. Where am I going? Did I find my way? No, I got lost.
I'll be first. You'll see.
Slow down. You'll get your clothes all dirty.
Oh, this way. Oh, hello.
That kid, it's me. My mother thought I'd lost my mind. So did Liga, I guess. And that, as we know, didn't happen until much later. I didn't remember that Abauriza was there too. He must have been. After all, he'd laughed at me later for wetting my pants. It was my birthday. Was it then that you chose me?
Interesting. Ooh, what's your plant project, Soup? Photograph depicts a young man posing in a studio. Words full of disbelief seep to the surface of the paper when she saw him after he had gone to the barber. Is it really you? Without the beard, it's like you're a different person. I'll try to find a translation. Oh, that's sweet of you. You can just, like, type it in as you know, and I'll work it out. I appreciate the effort, though. Police report. 11 p.m. Started my rounds. The gates was unlocked, and I informed the caretaker. At midnight, at the intersection of Kroliska and Mazda streets, I saw a group of Romani who were fixing to pitch a tent near the square. I ordered them to leave. They headed in the direction of the police. I continued my rounds without incident. Ooh, that's pretty. A type, say a type of begonia. Morel begonia. Nice. Nice. Oh, apparently I was on the Twitch page already. Oops. A super cool one. Nice. That's really cute. That is really nice. Like, for those who don't feel like clicking on the link, it's like got like nice tall plant, big leaves, and like with white spots on the leaves. Is like a variegated pattern. Really pretty. I'm currently trying to grow a few things from seeds. I'm trying to do some sunflowers, some sweet peas, and some lobelia. Sunflowers and the lobelia are going on quite well. Sweet peas, because they're outside, they're a bit slower, but I think they're starting to grow. I grew sweet peas and sunflowers last year. The sweet peas managed just about, but the sunflowers all got decimated by slugs before they could actually flower. So I was very sad about that. Hoping that they'll do better this year.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Oh, another fog. Nope, that's foggy. This way?
Victor, hurry. We'll be late for Mass.
Where am I supposed to be going, buddy? There we go. Am I following the red lights? Okay. Yeah, chili and tomatoes waiting at a friend's home. Her job to make them grow from seeds this year. A cucumber later when temperatures more stable. Awesome. I've not really done a lot of.
Do you think that when you have a husband, you have to argue with him? I suppose so. I don't want a husband. You don't have to get one, but I'm worse off. Grażynka says that when I grow up, she'll find me a husband.
You don't have to get one. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I've never really had a lot of like inclination to do fruit, like fruit and veg seeds. I really want to. I might start doing them like next year, just to, because we're still working on getting our garden how we want.
The last Sunday before Father stopped taking us to church. Because of me. I accidentally touched the priest's stone as he passed us with the censer. That was the first time when I felt another person's thoughts, their intentions. I heard the words of someone's confession that the priest was thinking about. It was like they were directed at me. And I didn't falter to share them with the rest of the congregation.
Oops.
Mother didn't manage to stop me, and my indiscretion caused a prominent marriage to fall apart.
He looked like
My
he was
parents'
laughing.
marriage not long after.
Oh. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe next year, like after I've gotten the hang of actually growing things better, and we've hopefully gotten the garden a little bit more sorted. I might start trying to grow some veg and some fruit. We also want to get a nice like fruit tree. We did buy blueberry bushes last year, so hoping they're either going to fruit. They've got flowers, but they're either going to fruit this year or next year. So fingers crossed for blueberries this summer. I'm quite excited for that. I don't know if it'll be like July, August, or later, but okay. Following beer still. Weird American blueberries. What are the weird American blueberries? I have a couple of varieties. Can't remember off the top of my head what they are. But they're pretty plants anyway. Difference between American blueberries and
What do you
other
want to tell me,
blueberries.
friend?
Nope.
You'll put me in an early grave.
Duh, because it's always the woman's fault when a man starts getting certain notions.
No, not that way. Not that way. This way? Nope.
Father, can Abauretse come with us to the sea?
Out of the question. Holidays are to be spent with family, with loved ones, not with servants.
You're used to the ones growing in the forest. They're called bilberries in English, which is weird for us since we call them lava, which translates to blueberries. Okay, I'm very sorry. I probably just massacred your language, but as close as I could get.
Listen, boy. You'll be the head of this family someday, and you have to understand that family is the one thing you can always rely on. Especially since you're a temperomancer. Others will rob you, kill you, or even worse, ruin you. You should keep your friends close, but never behind your back. And your enemies you should keep even closer, next to your heart. Because only then will they not surprise you.
I should see what, see if we can grow bilberries. Oh, they are more blue. Oh, so we also know them as European wild blueberries, apparently. Part of the same plant family as blueberries, but usually smaller, darker, and full of surprises. You like blueberries, you'll love bilberries. Cool. Alright, I will definitely be checking that out at some point. Find your way here from July to early September. Help you find them so you can taste. Ooh. Yeah, American ones are weird. Like, it is weird that they are called blueberries when they're, like, mostly grey. But yeah, I do really like blueberries. As I'm sure you can imagine. Oh, hello. Ooh, train station.
Rarely did I see my father so furious. He thought that a trip to the once Polish Baltic Sea would improve his chilly relations with Mother. I really didn't want to go. I preferred to play with Abaurice in the streets of Praga.
Abaurice.
Mom wasn't disappointed that we stayed either. I didn't want to step on Father's toes again, so I asked Ligia to make a scene, like she did when Grażynka tried sending her to bed and she wanted to keep reading. I didn't even have to persuade her much. I wondered if it was the power of the twin bond or if I manipulated her subconsciously back then.
Oh, wow.
Now I know I couldn't do it without forming our pact. But if that's the case, what were you doing here?
Wild blueberries is one of my favourite breakfast foods in the summer. Put them in a bowl, add sugar and milk, so tasty. Without the milk too lucky for you. Oh, I quite like most things that are good with milk, I found have been good with oat milk. So it's like I don't miss it so much, which has been quite good. I was nearly extremely dumb this morning, and I picked up the regular milk instead of my oat milk because my partner has milk too. I just picked it up, put it next to my cereal bowl. Like, what am I doing? I'm really not awake yet. Wait for events to unfold. Okay, so we can't do this yet. Viewpoints. Photography demonstration. I'm gonna go to the soiree. I'm just gonna go do the main story. How easy is it to get milk alternatives where you are? Morning brain makes weird stuff sometimes. I accidentally used yogurt instead of milk because tired. Fun fact, those don't fit together. I don't know. For coffee maybe. I've had yogurt on cereal when I've been trying to use up the yogurt before it goes bad before. So I don't have yogurt very often, so I've kind of got out of the habit. Hey, my suit, probably.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I see you went to a barber. That's something at least.
Recently I met a bearded guy who's not especially fussy about his appearance. And yes, people welcome him everywhere with open arms anyway.
Maybe he's a natural charmer. I've heard that can get you into the Imperial even without a tailcoat.
Very funny.
Are you getting dressed so we can go, or have you changed your plans?
Let's go.
Yes, let's go and see if I do fit in.
In that case, I'll go get changed too. Look at you. And here I worried I was the only one who looked good in trousers. Very chic choice.
No. Say thank you and return the compliment.
Thank you. You look fantastic.
Thank you. You think Papa would be mad that we're going to a party right after his funeral?
I hope so.
Victor.
He could have kept from losing the Black Grimoire. Are we ready?
Yes, the carriage is waiting.
Welcome to the
There we go.
Imperial Hotel. How may I help you?
Ligia Shulska, here on the invitation of Svetlana Rumyantseva.
Yes, we are expecting you, of course. The soiree is taking place in apartment 237, second floor. I wish you a thrilling and successful evening.
I'm impressed. How did you sort that out?
Our name still means something. Let's do our best to keep it that way, all right?
It's like Don't embarrass me, Victor. Oh. Oh, is this the new friend?
Who are you, my golden slithering friend?
Victor?
I was right.
Victor, can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
These people are just waiting for us to put a foot wrong, understand? We're walking into the Viper's Den, brother.
Literally. Reassure her.
Everything's all right. I just got a little lost in thought. I'll be good, I promise. I'm going to hang around here a little longer. I'll meet you upstairs.
See you there.
Viper's Nest. Upon entering the Imperial Hotel, the gear warned me about the place. It's a ruthless environment, true Viper's Nest, where you must play by the rules unless you want to be preyed upon. Burp. A session of slender legs, a review of colourful feathers and sweet voices. Like vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwittingly. Burps. I like these random art things. Cute. Hello.
Well, well,
Good
someone
evening.
new.
Good evening.
Good evening, Viktor Shulsky.
Irina Orlova of those Orlovs. This is Natalia Obolenskaya, and this strangely quiet soul is our delightful Sofia Skawan.
Irina is exaggerating. Nice to meet you, Mr. Shulsky.
The Governor General's daughter herself. How do you do?
What can you tell us?
How are you enjoying yourselves?
We can't complain. Seeing as we're debutantes, we're getting a lot of attention.
Really?
Maybe you'll tell us something about yourself.
Maybe later.
I need to slip away for a moment.
Oh no, what a shame.
Okay.
What did we come here for? These soirees are for old people.
Good evening. May I?
Please, we're not discussing anything consequential.
You keep on worrying about yourselves. I intend to make the most of this evening.
See, I told you he was in love. Miss Skawan is out of your league, my friend. To say nothing of her father.
Keep
Old
listening.
Scowen and I are practically on first-name terms now. You'll see.
I'm sure. So, one eye-catching girl has already got an admirer. What does that leave us, Maxime? Not much. The dull, the silly, or, well, the old.
En parlant de Ligia Shulska, she just passed this way.
Pigs will fly before someone fancies her. She'd actually prefer Sophia
Mean.
Skawan, according to what I've heard. Well, what do you think?
Sergei wants to impress his companions. He hopes they'll see him as a worthy candidate for the Governor General Skellen's daughter. Sergei has plans regarding Sophia. They're yet to be realized. Let's introduce myself.
My name is Viktor Shulsky.
Well, there we have it.
My pride is too low. Oh, maybe I should have been feeding it to get more options. Don't like what they're saying?
And I don't like what I just heard, especially about my sister.
And, what are you going to do about it?
Pardon me, gentlemen. I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Lunatic.
Yeah, okay. Golden cage. In the golden cage is an exotic bird watching me with its beady little black eyes. On the golden cage is the whisper of a woman who contemplated opening it. She was close to releasing the birds for a lark to watch the ensuing chaos. Yet something stopped her, and the birds are still in the cage.
Isn't
Sophia?
that our Mr. Shulsky?
Ooh. Tell her you know about the gilded cage.
I've heard a certain secret. Do you want to hear it?
Come now, we won't tell anyone.
Tease him a
Or
little
maybe
first.
I shouldn't.
Do you like being a tease?
Yes.
Forgive me, ladies, for teasing you like this. Here's the secret.
Come on, we're dying to know.
Someone was recently playing with a lock on one of the gilded cages, wondering what would happen if all the birds escaped captivity. And I know for certain it was one of you.
Sophia, that sounds like you. Admit it.
And now what will happen to us, Mr. Shulsky?
Game reminds me a little bit of BG3, and now I want the studio to make a steampunk BG3. You never know. Their next, Larian's next game, is supposed to be like a new IP. It could be something a bit different.
In exchange for my discretion, I need another secret of yours. That's the only way to keep everyone in check.
What should I choose?
Our fathers don't know we're here. There you are.
How naughty. None of your fathers know?
None, especially not Sophia's. Otherwise, he wouldn't have let her come.
I'm very satisfied with this trade.
And what now?
I
Feed my
suspect you
pride
want
and
to
see
hear
if
more
I can-
about the book.
We've never met a Thaumaturgist before. To tell the truth, I didn't believe they existed.
A Thaumaturge. Don't worry. But now you do.
That trick with the cage, you've impressed me.
I need to slip away for a moment.
We should go as well. We've really forgotten ourselves around you.
That's nice to hear, but I understand. The soiree won't wait.
I hear Rumyanseva has invited a real medium.
We'll
Will there
see.
be ghosts? That I'd like to see.
How jelly are you of the freaking Americans taking all the solar eclipse themselves? Yeah, I don't know. If we'd got the solar eclipse this time of year, we wouldn't have been able to see it anyway because of how cloudy it always is. Like, anytime... I think we had a solar eclipse when I was younger. I don't know if it was a total one or nearly. But yeah, like, we managed to just about see it reflected in a bowl of water. With just in between the clouds. It would still total and still get dark. Yeah. Dark enough as it is. I don't know. Eclipses are cool and all. And I'd love to like see one properly. But I doubt we'll actually be able to see that would actually be able to see it in this country. Had a super tiny one some years ago. Moon came and bit the edge of the sun. Just cloudy enough so you could see it. I like seeing the photography and stuff. Ooh, yes please. Love to see it. The poster's surface radiates with the positive emotions of passers-by who laid eyes on the advertisement, such as curiosity about the mysterious psychic or excitement revealed by a quick heart rate. Apparently, Madame's seance is quite popular. Seance poster. Poster advertising the mysterious Madame Samira. Okay, let's see if we can say anything else.
What are you looking for again, lunatic?
Oh. No, I did
Pardon me,
tell my
gentlemen.
sister.
I promised that I would be well behaved tonight.
Lunatic.
Screw you. Okay. Lock. Lock. That looks like a broken plant pot or something. Just a broken plate. That's weird. See how much she's filled out lately. Donuts by the station are delicious. I have to watch my waistline. I really need to go to the donut shop. See if that's something I can do.
Mr.
Oh,
Shulsky?
hello.
I didn't expect to see you here, of all places.
You don't know how very flattering that is. And what brings you to the Imperial?
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm passing the time.
Ah, curious hobby.
I'm simply interested in people.
Next total solar eclipse in Sweden will be October 16th, 2126. Just need to hang on for another 102 years. I'm sure you could do it, Soup. And what do you do for a living?
A doctor, thaumaturge, or policeman could say the same.
Your interest flatters me. Who knows? Maybe the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree, and someday we'll even be friends.
How well did you know my tree?
We enjoyed talking and lending one another a hand.
Did you steal my book? I'm not gonna ask why does he have so many skulls. That's kind of rude. Ask how you knew your father.
Who did you say you were to my father?
A trusted acquaintance. I supported him with good advice. Though truth be told, he rarely needed it. Your father had a gift for making good decisions.
Which of my father's decisions would those be?
Ones that were good for your family. Perhaps we'll have the chance to return to this another time. Goodbye, Mr. Shulsky.
Yes, I'm sure.
Goodbye, you weirdo. Okay, let's see what's in the suite. Well, that's Svetlana. Might as well talk to her.
And the general says to him, "Tell us something funny." Then Bautsky replies, "General, why don't you shoot a cannon first?"
That's a good one. I'll have to tell it tomorrow at the Orloffs.
Who might this be joining our conversation?
You know, sir, your face looks familiar to me.
My name is Viktor Shulsky.
Ah, yes, I can see something in your eyes. I was sorry to hear about your father.
I'll see you next time, darling. Wonderful party.
See you there.
Oh.
I think I've offended the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
This is hardly the creme de la creme. How do you find my soirée?
I'm just gonna get to the point. I don't want to insult her.
The crux of the matter is that I'm here because of my father. You knew him.
That doesn't sound like a question. Of course, I was his customer. I truly am sorry for you, both of you. The death of someone close is always a dreadful blow. Please accept my condolences.
Press her more on the subject of your father.
Svetlana Petrovna, I must insist. Can you tell me something more about my father?
Mr. Shulsky, I assure you we have the most delectable vodka. Besides that, I warmly encourage you to join Madame Samira's séance. It will be an unforgettable experience. I wonder, is that truly everything our soirée can offer you?
I've got no choice but to suffer through tonight.
No need to mince words.
Svetlana refuses to talk openly with me. Maybe she is anxious about all the gossip-hungry ears around us. Still, I can feel she wants to tell me something. Should watch her surroundings closely. Maybe I can learn something that way. Interesting.
Thaumaturge never fails me. There is something here.
Row of candles. Row of burning candles, probably for an air of mystery. Image emerges from the flames. A hand dancing over the fire. Gaze that follows it. And lips uttering words of anxious excitement. Promise of capturing. The certainty of success. You'll be mine. What is this about? And that was Madame Samira. A mysterious book. Quickly jotted words, nervous browsing, intelligible notes. And something else. A deed I cannot define. Something is obscuring it from me as if the book doesn't want to be read. Nope. Hello.
Maybe that's enough. What do you want?
The trick with entering someone's head. I know one person who can do that.
You're not much of a thaumaturge if you can't. You come here to torment me? Unmask me?
I don't see any fun in unmasking you.
So what do you want?
Okay.